Hello, chat. Good morning, evening, night, afternoon. I'm back, like I promised, on Thursday for Tyranny. Yeah, unfortunately, my schedule today was a mess. I had to do a lot of stuff. I had to go out in the heat. I did not enjoy going out in the heat for extended period of time. And some other stuff. I didn't even get time to start working on the overhaul I wanted to do for the channel, so that's gonna have to wait a little bit. But I am here, and I did promise I would be here, so I decided to still stream. It's just not gonna be a terribly long stream, which I know, terrific. Just what Tyranny needed, another short stream. But what can you do about it? So yeah, we're gonna have like 2 hours stream, maybe even an hour and a half. It depends on how I feel. I just don't want to do anything. No, but I still love Tyranny, so we're gonna do that. In fact, I already have the game open on my save, so let us go. Alright, we entered the Burning Library, which is currently under the influence of an edict, which says that until the forbidden tomes of knowledge within the library are destroyed, the library will just keep burning. I think it's something like that, to that effect. Oh boy. Magical field. It isn't clear how one might remove it. Lantry, get to reading. This is what happens when masters of warding magics compare notes for centuries. Regular doors and boring locks fall out of fashion. I was hoping the Edict of Fire had done us a favor and burned away all these barriers, but we're not so lucky. There's a sequence to lower the barriers, but as custom and paranoia dictate, the sages use different sequences every day. And I'm guessing whomever said this one is long gone, likely dead. We'll need to look for something that might help. I have never encountered a barrier that didn't respond to fire or a hard bludgeoning, but I'll take your word for it. Barrack, please. You're supposed to be better than that. You're the best of all of us, Barrack. You don't make me regret saying that. Because the edict has transformed this floor into a molten lake of fire, had the sages more time to prepare, larger swaths of thing could have been saved. Lantry stops suddenly and looks around, his eyes wide. I almost didn't recognize it. He points southeast down the hall. This is where we made parchment. There used to be dozens of hides stretched out on enormous drying racks, filthy piles of goat hair, vats of rending fat. Quite a busy workshop we had going. And it also happened to smell like diseased pigs defecating on burning goats. That I don't miss. Largest words of the library would have been saved. I don't doubt it. Sages so far have been shown to be pretty powerful. I'm guessing the auto loot thing is for rings specifically. Oh, this is Sage. It's not Crimson people. As you approach the bodies at the end of the hall, the Sage makes a low squeal of fear and falls over, fading. Oh, I've been shot! Wow, I'm convinced both of these bodies are totally dead. The Sage sighs and looks up at you. I wasn't sure that would work. Well, I was absolutely sure it wouldn't, but how was I supposed to know you weren't another one of those gangs? They're everywhere. I've been hiding in the area ever since the edict tore this place apart. You could never be too careful. He stops, staring intently at you. You're a fate binder. He coughs, blood flecking his lips. He wipes them clear with the back of his hand. I can't believe there's a fate binder in the Bellum Citadel. Must have really pissed Kairos off that we were able to stop the edict before it could completely destroy everything. I'd have loved to see the look on everyone's face when the whole thing stopped. Jokes on us, though, I suppose. I don't think it worked the way they hoped. It didn't stop the edict, it just kind of froze everything in place as it was being destroyed. Preservation is preservation, I suppose. He shrugs, winces, and coughs up more blood. Not that it's doing us any good, Will. The Scarlet Corps is in here. Did you see how many of those thugs ran in? When I saw them enter, I knew I couldn't stay in hiding any longer. I had to come in and prevent anyone else from getting in, so I activated the barrier by the door. Fascinating. So then you just sprouted wounds. I came over here to destroy the piece of the passcode so no one could get through. He points at the shelf behind him. But this one must have followed me. He attacked me and told me he'd kill them. He'd kill me if I didn't tell him how to get through. He laughs and whizzes again. You can see how well that went for him. Please, Fatebinder, you have to protect the Citadel from the Scarlet Chorus. Don't let them destroy it. That piece of the passcode will get you through the first barrier. Find the rest and keep them from those monsters. They can't be allowed to unlock our secrets. Well, sure, let me try and bind those wounds. That's okay. I know I'm not long for this world. Don't worry about a single sage when there's so much more to save. Just keep the Citadel safe. Please. You know, I don't really have, like, a strong motivation to, do that. He lets out a... and then falls dead at your feet. Oh, yeah, I'm convinced. Oh, man, that's a bit of an overact, but sure, I'll take it. Let's get the passcode.
Why would it glow unless it wanted to be seen? I don't trust it.
This book contains a number of distinctive symbols and phrases that are repeated multiple times. They are likely significant. Copy the phrase to keep record of them. How fortuitous, Landry exclaims, looking over your shoulder at the scrap of paper you pull from the shelf. That truly is a part of the passcode needed to bypass the barrier protecting the Silent Archive. I haven't been this excited since I learned my first sigils. Truth is, in all my decades at the Bellum Citadel, I never once set foot anywhere near the archive. He starts thumbing through the shelf, opening books, flipping through the pages, and shaking them by the spine to losing any loose scraps of parchment that might be hidden within. Fantastic. Scrolls here are blank. It looks like they were stored here along with implements and ingredients to make ink. So I cannot... So I'm guessing I need the second part of the passcode. Let me... I guess it's in quest items, right? This is, yeah. Incomplete passcode. This is an obscure collection of words and symbols, part of a created passcode needed to remove the barrier preventing entrance to the Silent Archive. Additional fragments will be needed for the... Is it annoying bike Thursdays? What the fuck? This is an obscure collection of words and symbols, part of a graded passcode needed to remove the barrier preventing entrance to the Silent Archive. Additional fragments will be needed for the completed whole to be evident. I see. What did I get here? Did I get a missive? Oh no, this is the quest stuff. Oh yeah. I should probably do that.
Couldn't help but notice the bird from Cacophony.
I received a missive from the Arcana Secret. I kind of forgot to tell you, Verse. I'm sorry.
Obviously. Unless you've got a secret admirer among the Bloodhounds. I've always found the whole sunburn from within look a bit of a turnoff, but whatever gets your pants juice flowing.
Your what? No.
But seriously, what's the boss want from us now?
Says someone's been bragging about your sisters. Know what he means by that?
Wait, what? He found one of the shits who killed my Furies? Let's pack up and go.
He also included a series of code glyphs. This one's wealth, I suspect, but I can't read the others.
You know about code glyphs? How charmingly disreputable of you.
She favors you with a wide grin.
There's a lot to love about spycraft. The trickery, the blade work, keeping your senses awake, balancing on the edge between confusion and discovery. Memorizing the Archon's childish pictographs is not my favorite part.
She examines the parchment, frowning.
Malfora. She's one of Harshion's people. Bit boring, but gossipy in the way that pays. We should be able to find her along the road to Lethian's Crossing.
And she's just going to trust us?
The voices gave us the passphrases that will get Malfora to open up to us. When we find her, let me do the talking and everything should run smooth as sea glass.
She rubs her hands together.
This will feel good, Finder. Wildly, incredibly, stupidly good.
The Archon's sudden interest in your revenge doesn't seem sus to you?
Are you asking me if I trust the voices of Narat? Archon of secrets, spy master, arcane pillar of green smoke and flame, immortal magician, eater of minds, and connoisseur of perversions? Of course not. But if it's some convoluted trap, I'll have your back and you'll have mine, right?
Let's go.
Lead the way.
And by let's go, I mean not yet. We're... What? Oh.
See? Every once in a great while, things are easier than I expect. Though I doubt any other barriers are going to be this easy to bypass. Keep that phrase. This is a good sign. If they had not secured the Silent Archive, they wouldn't have bothered to leave passcodes for any returning sages.
I see. Wait. What? I see treasure there. What is it? Oh, it's this thing. I already checked that. How exactly do you think you're gonna get away? Accessibility. The sensor's right outside the door. There's no other way of the fucking nigga. You will let us move before I tell us if I get the shackles to it. Worth it just to see everyone on you to spit. Let me save real quick because I feel an encounter coming along. I don't want to do all those dialogue things again. The dialogue hurt my mind.
They won't see me coming. How'd you take a look at that?
Wait, you actually didn't see us? Dude, what the hell? That is pretty pathetic. I'll take it. Or maybe they just don't care. Who knows? I don't, and I'm not interested in... Gaptooth! There's someone out here! Sai carries all the way out to you. And tell them to get their asses in here. Get your asses in there! Gaptooth wants to talk to you! What? But I wanted to kill. Okay, I guess I'll talk to Gaptooth. Oh, wait. There you go. Sorry, I just had to, like...
Do you have eyes on this?
You could do that, right, Barrick? Yeah. So I just had to do, like, massive displays of strength and athletics to intimidate you before I talk to you. My mother taught me that's the best way to do things. Oh, another scroll. Is there another reason for this? Is this a sage? Oh, this is Scribe. Oh no, it's a sage. The sage backs up. Scribe's a purple. I need to remember that. Sage backs up as you approach, fear in his eyes. No, please don't hurt me! He stops when he sees you and drops his hand relieved. Oh, you're not chorus members! He looks around. But they're nearby. I can hear them. I would leave, but they block the exit. I can't open the barrier without the right key. It would be funny, though. It would be funny. But he might have something. He could have like another part of the passcode. And if I get him killed in chorus territory, I could kill him right now. But I'm not gonna mindless kill either. I'll see if I get into a conflict that makes me fight and kill the I saw it. I said I saw it, game. Why didn't you listen to me? Well, it's fine. We're off encounters, so we're healthy anyways. This path slopes upward and out of the ruins, but has been permanently buried underneath volcanic rock. Without advance warning occurs the edict, the sages were unable to secure the library's exits. Did I do that? Was I the one that had to like tell him? I did tell him for the Edict of Storms. Let me rest a little bit. I don't want the orange thingies. There you go. I want to see if I can get into conflict with the Scarlet Chorus. If I do get into conflict and wipe them all out, which I probably will, knowing the Scarlet Chorus and my feelings for them, then that's good. That's great. That's amazing. I'll... give me a second. Get back in. There you go. So yeah, if I kill him, I'll see what the sage has to say, and if not, I'll have him killed. Anyways, gap tooth, right? A rough-looking woman stands at the gap made by a broken wall, turning to address you as you approach. So the censor didn't trust 4 groups to get what she wanted and sent another one, she shakes her head. More groups. Talk about an excessive use of force. She throws her hand in the air. For Kairos' sake, it's still just a library. It's not going to get up and walk away. We have time to get the archive. I even know what a piece of the passcode is. 4 groups? What do you mean? You know, groups to compete in the census little game to death and all that. She squints at you. Do you really not know? You're just playing stupid. Either way, I'm not in the mood for babysitting idiots. My current problem is Numbly's group down below. They're guarding one of the passcode pieces and they can be particularly stab happy. I don't want to cross the path with a molten pit nearby, so I'm trying to decide what to do. Whoop, we're just going to pass through. As if we plan on being the victors here, you may not be our biggest concern right now, but we'll have to cross blades at some point. And I don't have a reason why that can't be sooner rather than later. You could always try to get the drop on Numbly. Does he even know you're here? Gaptooth purses her lips, a contemplative look on her face. True, I'm sure they don't know we're right behind them. Not a bad idea at all. Sneak up on them and... She draws her finger across her throat. Out of the contest. Yeah, that's right. You go on along, idiots. Let's see if I can do the same for the other group. Hey, you. Come here. I want to talk to you. Alright, isn't it? Ah, I see. A haggard man stands in the middle of the group, addressing them through clenched teeth. They are lounging in the room, almost completely ignoring him. If you can't get in line, I swear I'll leave you to burn in this forge. Do you want that? Just listen to me and we can all get out of here with our eyebrows intact. They're glowing parchment fragments. How hard could they be to find? He notes your approach and calls out, shooting the rest of the group an admonishing look. Fatebinder, what are you doing here? He looks back at his gang. I thought you fools blocked the passageway. One of his men snorts and shrugs, then goes back to ignore him. Do my ears deceive, or do you just question my actions? The man recoils and a look of terror crosses his eyes. No, I only meant it was odd to meet you here. He glances at his men, who are restraining laughter at his expense. Forgive me, Fatebinder. He attempts an awkward bow, eliciting more laughs from his group. I figured the censor sent you to check up on us. Don't worry, we will be the first group to get through their barrier and find the silent archive. Do you need anything else? What are you doing here? He looks at his men, who stare back blankly. I assumed you knew. Why else would the censor have let you in? He shrugs absent-mindedly, scratching his armpit. Ooh, the censor's kinda... she's kinda dead. She's put us in here to compete. We're supposed to find the silent archive. And isn't it just like the course to have a contest that gets a score of decent soldiers killed? Which is why we're bent on finding the archive first. Rather, we were bent on finding it. This lot of squeamish as babes who don't want to singe their hair on their toes. Haven't even found a single piece of the passcode. We blocked the passage so no one could follow us, and then they sat down and refused to move. Ooh, Subterfuge 67. I wish I had that. Should I make him press forward alone? Should I? I'll make him follow. Austin's men recoil from your words and mumble half-hearted apologies to him before walking deeper into the library. Austin gives you one last look before following them. Yeah, there you go. Just leave. Then we get all of the Crimson Chorus, the Scarlet Core. Yeah. God damn it, Darkest Dungeon. You know what I mean. Now that we have all these hackers out of this place, we can go... Alright, Sage, you're free to go. The way's clear. I could never thank you enough for what you've done for me. Think this, maybe it will help you. I was unable to finish my research, but maybe you can. He looks around wearily. I'll find a way out of here. And library research, huh? Not really useful, and I could have just told him it was empty and let him go, but maybe there'll be something else after that. I do wonder what's become of the Scarlet Chorus. They probably killed themselves, hopefully. God, I wish I was that lucky, but probably not. More scrolls. And a burnt missive. The contents of this missive are obscured by the page's burnt edges, but you can tell that Graven Ash was the intended recipient. Ooh, I need to give that to Mr. Graven Ash then. Do I have... Sender makes a plea for assistance as she doesn't believe her garrison in the Blade Grave has sufficient troops to hold their location. This must be ancient, dude. Some abilities allow party members to attack multiple times with basic attacks. Yes, yes, yes. It is just loud Moses Day in the background, huh? Oop, I hear combat. Oh, so bad. Too sad. That sucks, doesn't it? That sucks, doesn't it? Don't it? Hello, Beastman. I'm just walking through. A large, blood-spattered man glares at you in the midst of a pile of dead bodies. Captain and her crew said someone sent them down to deal with us. He spits a glob of blood and flank to the strong flow. I assume that's you. You assume correctly. He seems taken aback by your honesty. Thank you for being so forthcoming, but I was planning to murder you either way. This just makes the decision easier. He charged you as men following closer behind. Die! Alright, do I really need to, like, strategize for this one, Lance? Just, like, cast Greater Refresh and we'll win. Right? Where are you? Can you control heal, roll, verse? God damn it, never mind. Well, in any case, we do have the rest of the people pinned down, so... Vatic, just go on. Bam. Okay. Can you not? Do that. There you go, Sunday. Right. Nice one, Lentry. You actually killed someone.
Good as new.
And just like thrust and... Oh, that's right, you can revive people now, Lantry. You didn't use Potion of Revival, right? You actually have a revive thing now, right? Yes. Yes. Okay, yeah, I forgot I bought a revival thing for Lantry. Not that it mattered much, because it still counted as a wound. Horde boots. It's just better. Let's get him for bears, sure. I need to sell stuff again. No. Every single one of you, come on. Come on now. Blood Chanter Spine. Control emotions. Ah. I'll get it. Lantry, you can have that. Ooh, Blood Chanter stuff. It's a common stuff, so maybe not that great. Yeah. Not even worth. Not even. Not even. It's like it's so smudged and scratched that you can't read most of it, but it mentions a new binding technique and mastering the magic to preserve the scrolls.
Well, this is interesting.
Oh yeah, what is this? Sigil lightning. 10 control lightning. I have no control lightning at all, at all, at all. Hundreds of scrolls fill the shelves in the far wall beyond the gaping hole in the floor. Oh, that's gotta be one of the things. Lore. Let's go. Boy, am I glad I have Lantry. I think even without Lantry, I had a pretty high starting lore skill, didn't I? Did I not?
Hey, over there.
Why
They
you do-
always have this much blood.
Look, I'm not... At some point, you gotta stop yourselves, man. You gotta be like, I saw a trap. Like, let's stop for a second, right? Or is this like a thing where the person that noticed the trap was Lantry? He was like trying to hold everyone back, but the rest is just like these like combat beasts that just rush on through. They all fell on the fucking magical arcane landmine. Something like out of the Three Stooges. What's this? Library upgrade thing. I do not mess with the spires at all. I have not done nothing to the spires, and to be honest, it's because I'm incredibly turned off by the maintenance of it. The maintenance aspect of it. It's kind of like It's kind of like yeah. What? That wasn't. Okay, no, it's just people fighting. It's fine. You're gonna get us out of here. You're gonna join your friend and our fearless leader. Oh, it's the guy. I told you I don't know anything about this place, and even if I did, it's not like I have a map of it in this condition. I'd like you to get a little more convincing. What's going on here? Stay out of these, you motherless fuck. It's your fault we're down here in the first place. It seems the odd just stepped back onto the sage's side.
Your days end here.
Fuck it, I'm out of here. The guy. The guy? The guy? The guy. Okay. Lantry already knows what I want. Lantry knows I want big cast of Great Renewal. First thing in the morning. Bet I could just kill this friggin' asshole.
Damn thing couldn't pierce claw.
Verse, like, set this man on fire. Thank you. Is that the only guy left? Oh no, this,
Falling out by your ass.
Okay, that should be... Hit him with the... BAM! Oh, he just decided to die, never mind. Anything good? Nothing, you're worthless. Yay, God damn it, the sage left, though. Did I just hit... Oh my god, am I glad I hit the quick save button, not the quick load one. I didn't even know there was a quick save. I just kind of... My hand slid while I was trying to press
I
F5.
used to know my way around.
Oh, it's ooh, yeah, I should probably here, help this guy. I think you could program your party's actions. Oh, like, are you saying, like, I can click one and then go, like, do this, then this, then this, and this, and they'll do it in that order? Because so that's pretty cool, but I'm not about that. Also. I like to just work in the moment. Better do the funny.
On it.
Where you going? Hello, Earthbound. You have my thanks, Fatefinder. I thought I would surely die in this furnace. He might have died anyways. What an idiot. No, wait. It's 10:30 a.m. Is that someone cutting the grass? 10:30 p.m. I mean, but is that someone mowing the lawn? No, it was not. It was not. That would have been terrifying, dude. Whoever does the power move of actually like pulling a lawnmower at 10 p.m. Oh, wisps.
Will do.
Vers, how you doing, Vers? How you doing, Vers?
Come and face my iron! Get back here!
We're doing fine, right? Yeah. There you go. Yeah, you're dead. You're dead. And out of here.
Finally catching up to my age.
And out of here. There should be a section where we could program automatic actions, like if party member is at 30% HP, cast X spell on them or something like that. That is cooler than what I thought it would be. We can lore, yes. Find the last parchment piece. Okay, we're just missing one, huh? Which those guys over there should probably have it. Or it should be deeper in here. The kind of micro features going with these guys. Interesting. I'm not gonna mess with that again. Like, it would be cool, but at the same time, I am kind of mostly on top of things. I see. Renewal to start a combat to boost ally defense. Interesting. I think I like the system where it's at. There hasn't been many like instances where a character has gone and like absolutely defied me. Sometimes it's been like, why are you doing this move and not that one? But if I see that, I can just override it and tell him to do the other thing. I think I like how it's going. I haven't had any issues with it. Right, where am I? I am... I'm on the other side of this. Yeah.
Sorry, can't.
So... right. The fact that you said Lanchi was doing what you wanted him to do reminded me of the system. I see. Now, Lanchi is good. I sometimes joke around him. Bone Whittler. Awfully cute of you to try and sneak up on me in a well-lit room. He giggles and points at you. I was not. You're right there! I'm sorry, did I forget to conveniently glance somewhere else? I wonder how you thought that might go. So here's some new blood come to feed the furnace. I doubt you'll last long. The man spreads a jag-toothed grin and runs his tongue along the front of his teeth. He stares at you while he does. Who took him out of Mad Max? This guy reminds me of someone else, but I cannot place like my... Cannot put my finger on where. This guy like really reminds me of something, like the face. Like slightly dark skin. Bit of an old guy. Well, older guy. White beard, just like this. Bald. Oh, he so reminds me of something. I don't know what it is. Someone, actually. Anyways, is this supposed to be doing something for me? He smiles even wider. So I care. He leans forward. Is as if he's about to tell you something confidential. I will tell you, I don't care about this contest. I don't even care if I ever leave. He sweeps his hands around, indicating the room. The censor has given me a wonderful playground. I have high hopes of making it out, with all my pieces intact. If the censor wanted this to be challenging, she should have said people with more drive. He shrugs. With the help of my mates and a few sages, we'll toast the competition into a fine ash and powder our faces with their defeat. And if we find the silent archive in the process, that'll be good too. Do any of you want this man to find the silent archive? Because I don't. Think a sage can get the drop on me, do you? He studies you with an even expression. Won't happen. How can you be so sure? Ah, motherfuck. That's how. He turns his eyes to the second sage, who immediately drops his gaze. Would you feel inclined to misbehave if you knew you'd be put down the moment you started acting rabid? He looks at you again. Sages know the place. You help and you obey, or you die. Short-sighted fool, this is how you act tough. You discard decades of learned study. Even the boys of Nerat would be offended by this needless waste of such a valuable slave. Alright, you really need to die. I'm not even going to talk to this guy. Cutting right to the chase without any other foreplay. A man after my own heart.
You're dead.
Oh, there's a bit more people than I thought. There's the sage. Alright, Lantry already did cast Greater Renewal. So, Varric, if you could stun this bastard. Okay, Reven, if you could stun this bastard. Thank you. Okay. Verse, I want you to set the sage on fire. Good. Varric, I want you to just like... I want you two guys to just lay on him. Just lay on him. Just lay on him. Just lay on him. Is that a... Okay, that's just a Scarlet Fury. I say just a Scarlet Fury, but...
Sorry, can't do that.
Why don't you just get rid of the Sage? Oh! Oh, it hit the Fury in the way. That makes sense, yes. Can you drain strength from all three of these? Yes. And I want you to restore touch on Reven. Never mind. I want you to revive him, Lantry. Just like revive him now. I'll have to wait a little bit. Wait. I could do Stalwart Surge, but there might be a boss in here. Come on, Lantry. Come on, Lantry. Come on, Lantry. Okay, we got the big. It's fine. It's fine. We got the big guy.
On your feet, soldier.
Can you cast Quicken? Never mind. He's dead again. Varric is not doing so good. I believe Lantry and Vesh should be able to take the last person if we get this one. Oh, never mind. We managed to heal. Okay. We did the time thingy on the what is it? What is it? We did oh, what was the thing? Erase the record, yeah.
You'll have to hit harder than that.
Okay.
I will aid you.
Pity you won't enjoy this as much as I do. You got it. Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
Yeah, he's dead. Get up, Fatebinder. Stop crying. Ooh. Spellcasting. Sigil Cyclical Energies 2. I do not seem to have it unless it's talking about here we go. Accent reduces the cooldown of spells. That is good. No, I'm trying to... What was the one I had? It's the pit, right? Yeah, that was the one I did, but... I wanted to try a frost spell on me, since I... Isn't that literally my second, like, skill I picked in like, combat, and I just never used it? Path of Frost. Jagged line is frozen spikes that jet forth, freezing enemies in their path. That could be good. But I do not have the lore, control frost for it. No. What do I not have? I do have lore 62, and I should have a pretty high control frost. Oh, I see. Lore requires 70 for it. Form a massive frozen spike from the ground under a target's feet, impaling and freezing them. It freezes for more. Or Sigil Spell Surge. What would that do? It doesn't seem to be doing anything for this particular thing. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm gonna get Frozen Grasp. And I'm just gonna make it 10 recovery time for it. No, that's 80. I'm just gonna make a better, better version of that spell. So now I have a bit more frozen affliction, just because. And I'm gonna improve this guy. I'm gonna improve full spit, and I'm gonna make it 3.7 out of an extra second is pretty good. I'll take it. No one in your party can learn this spell, dumbass. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. What's the other one? Mischievous Mass. Why can you not land this? Lantry literally landed. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna think about it. I'm just gonna grab this, which is some pretty good armor. Wait. Yep. Yeah, get it. Okay, sorry about that. I just spent like an hour messing around with the magic system just to get a single spell upgrade, because for some reason Lantry does not want to learn Control Illusion again.
As you command.
No, not as I command, because you don't want to learn it. Barrick's sword has been shining for a while, which means there are orcs nearby, of course. Ooh. Ooh. Climb. That parchment you got, I need it. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm real pissed. If you're gonna say, no, I can't give you this, but you're dead. You're just dead. Okay. Give me the lore. That looks like the final piece. I can't fucking believe it. I'm going to see the Silent Archive. Oh, keep it together, Lantry. You're gonna give yourself a heart spasm. With an embarrassed smile, Lantry takes a swig from a vial of ink of his bandolier. The symbols on the page swim before your eyes, fading and reappearing as you watch. As you stare at them, they slowly resolve themselves into a series of sentences. First and foremost, good morning. Second, for those that have the strength of will, the door to the north shall open. Speak, friend, and it shall happen. Thirdly comes passion, burning in the south like an unending fire, to provide vitality to the dedicated. So north, south, west. From the west shall the one with true resolve come to explain the gravity, commitment to knowledge. Lastly, look to the east and brace yourself against those who would pull you down. Let your might be solid as stone. What is this? Is friggin' Sears DDR steps? What? It never ends, does it? The injured, oath-bound soldier laughs ruefully, causing her to cough. Flecks of blood spew from her mouth and hit the cheek of the sage currently binding her wounds. Sorry. You're fine. A little blood comes with the territory, but you need to keep quiet or I won't be able to get this done right. I don't want you bleeding out. Thank you. I appreciate your help, even with all the trouble we've caused you. The sages aren't nearly as bad as I was led to believe. She smiles and winces. She stares at you, all signs of levity gone from her expression. What are you planning on doing? We're both trapped here with those chorus members, right on the other side of that rubble, and I'm certainly in no shape to fight. It would seem we're in quite a bind. We have come on behalf of Marek. It's time to go. The soldier manages a trembling salute, wincing in pain as he does. Glad to hear it, sir, but as you can see, I've picked up some company. She gives the sage a worried glance. This man has aided me and stands to gain nothing from it. I vouch for him on my life. He won't get in our way. You're right. Another dead sage won't turn the tide of battle. Both of them visibly relax. The soldier slumps back against the shelves and the sage returns to his work. Thank you. Finding mercy from anyone in here is the last thing I expected. We aren't going anywhere right now, but as soon as I'm ready, I can get us out. The problem is the group over there. They're already gone. We're safe. The oathbound smile. Thank you. As soon as I'm up to it, I will get out of here. Alright, so that is some favor with Oathbound. This goes pretty... Anyways, Lantry, I see. Lantry's painfully aware that who's rescued to serve a purpose. Anyways. You found the Oathbound, you dealt with Jelena, you returned to Marek with the news. I do have to do that. I do have to do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm probably gonna find this. Let's see. We actually have the same amount of evidence against Graven Ash and against the Boys of Nera at this time. I wouldn't know. Now it's like on a narrative sense, it would make sense for the voices of Nerat to be the traitor, right? And but on the other hand, on a meta-narrative sense, it would make sense for Graven Ash simply because it wouldn't make sense for him to be. Or it wouldn't be as logical as it would be for the voices of Nerat, so it would be a pretty interesting twist. If they can explain it well, which, knowing how the writing has been so far, I have no doubt that it would be. Or maybe they're both right, and it just depends on who you finger in the game. That is also a possibility to consider. Oh, is this where the other enemies are? Magic, my bob, whatchamacallit? Wait, where am I? So, how? Oh, I see. I see. That's how you reach. Ah, here you are.
Powerful warding magic keeps this place intact.
Oh, I didn't want to do that yet, but sure. I think it's all there in the poem. Activate the runes in descending order. So, backwards? East, west, south, and north. Okay, let me... Well, you lied to me, Lantry. This is not descending order. Well, no, it is descending order, I guess, if you... Yeah. No, I'm an idiot, never mind. I'm an absolute dumbass. Things are already read in descending order. You are an idiot, Rebun. Sigil of Timeless Form 2. Increase the duration of the spell's effects, of course. Another broom broom. Another broom broom. Hover your mouse over an enemy selection. I know. I fear we might be having a boss soon. And me fearing that might be... I'm gonna redundantly save. Even though there is, like, literally a save right now, right here. In the exact same spot with no difference. I'm gonna redundantly save because I am afraid. We've all, like, redundantly saved before, right? You just like, you step, like, 2 times in the game. 2 steps to the right. Save. Do I want to go there, though? Probably not until I figure out what's in here. Oh, no. Oh no, I know, I recognize this type of structure also. Lag? Hello? In Tyranny? In my game? Did I not kill the sensor? I'm back, did I miss something? I was messing around for a while with the spell system. I got all the words of power needed to access the barrier, and now the sensor is here. I could have sworn I killed the sensor. Oh, no, I remember now. The sensor ran away, and we killed the other part of it, gang. Yeah. I forgot the voice I gave her. Well, I assumed it would be you who would emerge as the victor in this game. I must say I'm a little disappointed you were able to dispatch all of my men so readily. The fear of death is a great motivator, but causing death seems to motivate you a little more. I guess I'll have to show a more discerning eye in my recruiting. But your string of successes end here. Your body will join with those of the sages on the altar. It's rather amusing if you think about it. They may have stopped the building from collapsing, but they couldn't stop the edict or the Scarlet Chorus. All they did was sacrifice themselves for a scrap of parchment they're gonna lose anyway. Funny. When you ran away crying, I figured you were scared of me. Don't confuse caution with cowardice, Fate Finder. It's easier to assess an opponent when you know what he is capable of. You seem quite capable, but I think you'll find me to be as well. You will not have a silent archive. And while I thank you for your help opening up the passage and finding a silent archive, you are no longer of any use to me. It's time to end this.
Look at that. Future core.
Don't say bad words or even heal silence you. Would misgendering the censor be enough of an offense, or does she just not care? I feel like she'd be the type to not care. Censor is already pretty hecked. I'm just gonna deal with that Scarlet Fury. Can you stun the lady? Ooh, they're all going for Barrack, yes. Actually, pretty good. Oh my god, cast Quicken right the heck there now. Okay. Even then! Holy shit, what was that? Don't show her news either, drive it up the wall. Yeah, that would. Now that you keep like doing the censor joke, all I can think of is the all I can think of is the censors from Psychonauts. No, no, no.
Let's have it then.
Varric, do the funny.
I'll hit you with what ice is hard next time. Someone stop. Punch my bleed.
Did I really not get... Can I Arrow Storm before I die?
No, wait.
Never mind. This... If I get to kill the censor, I could have it. Never mind, I do not have it. Why do I not have my... Why do I not have healing potions? That reminds me, I haven't played Psychonauts 2 yet. Runky, but I'm gonna just say this. Out of all the games I played in 2021, not games that came out in 2021, out of all the games I played in that year, whatever year they might have come from, I can say that Psychonauts 2 was my favorite.
Damn thing could hear.
Start running! Start running! Do you have any revival? No.
Seeing an awful lot of red. Count on it. I don't think so. You got it.
Well, I tried. She tried. It looks good. I haven't been playing any modern games. I really should buy a PC. You know, I used to be upset back at the Game Awards for that year because it didn't win Best Narrative, and I was like, man, it so deserved it. And why'd Guardians of the Galaxy win, man? I was like that. But a couple weeks ago, Guardians of the Galaxy was free, and I said, okay, let's try it, let's play it. And I fully played it, and now I'm like, yeah, I get why it won Best Narrative. I mean, even with that sort of like bitterness about Psychonauts 2 not winning anything at the 2021 Game Awards. Back when I cared more about them. Even then, I kind of had faith in Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, it was an RPG. You're the first person I met that has played Guardians of the Galaxy. You should actually... I mean, look. It's an RPG that... that's made by Eidos Montreal. Like, how is it not gonna be good? How is it not gonna have a good story? There's no way. It's gotta be good, right? And then I played it and was like, you know what? Yeah, it's pretty darn good. What was this? Oh yeah, why did I choose to spare the child? Dear Fate, you're saying it's Deus Ex with Rocket Raccoon. It's not really like that. It's not an immersive sim. It's an RPG. It is more. It's way more linear than Deus Ex. But it does have changes in narrative, from what I know, depending on your actions, and some things also change sequences in the game. So it's not like Telltale levels of linearity, right? Like your choices matter, but they really don't, except sometimes, like rare times. So more like a Mass Effect. I think so. I've never played Mass Effect, so I wouldn't know, but I think so. It's a pretty short game. It's pretty cool. Anyways, dear Fateminder Reven, I suspect that your cleverness did not end at the use of local customs of abdication. You make no mistake in your estimate of the child's probable import to the Archon of War. Its continued existence illuminates a gap in his armor, regardless of whether he cherishes the child or resents it. I would warn you to play such games carefully, but you seem to have your eye on the board. Dear Archon Secrets, with all due respect, shove off. I remember this one. Dear Fatebinder, you clearly remain woefully unpracticed at the fine art of setting insults to paper. We shall lock away the page you sent for the day when we require evidence of your impaired judgment and lack of impartiality. Brother Tudun should find the revelation intriguing, don't you think? With indescribable fondness, the voices of Nerat. Last question about GOTG. Do you have to play a Star-Lord? Because I don't like him. Yes, you have to play a Star-Lord. It's the only playable character in the game. The way it works is you play as him. Well, that sucks. I'd say if you don't like him because of his MCU portrayal, I'd say he has some inspiration from it, but he's definitely more oriented to the comics. The whole game's more oriented to the comics. So there are some difference in that. The way you play is you play as Star-Lord and you give orders to the Guardians to like perform different moves. Never read the GOTG comics? I've only read a couple. I haven't like actively read them. But I do know like some differences. Especially regarding Star-Lord's lineage and stuff like that. Yeah. Did I rest? Yeah, okay, I did rest. Okay, can you get someone closer? Yes, okay, you. No, wait. You cannot get the. Okay, I'll get these. No, come on.
Wrong with my weapon.
Okay. No. Deal with this one. Lantry. Cast some might on the boy. Cast some might on the boy. And the boy. Wait, stun this. Right. Verse, can you deal with the Scarlet Fury over there? Please actually burn her. Yes, good. Get Warrior's Respite. And
This
are you
isn't
control
working.
healing me? Yes, you are control healing me. Let's get some Iron Storm. My God, I don't advocate for violence, but the guy speeding next to my window who's been doing this for the past hour, I might make an exception for him.
Can't do that.
Can you, like, kill the sensor, please? What a jerk. I know, and I know he doesn't need the fucking loud-ass exhaust, which is making me... Which is why I'm so annoyed. I know he's doing it on purpose. I know he's being like, ah, yeah, I'm so cool. I have the loudest bike. Die. Drop a banana on the street. What is this, coconut malt? No, dude. That kills people, Carl. Lanchi is dead. Lanchi is like super mega dead. It doesn't matter though.
Let them think they can hit me.
Now we got it. Now we got it. Hey, we're fine. Did the sensor have something cool? Sensor's grip. More fire armor. But honestly, not that good. Not that good for anyone. What about the Crimson Spear gauntlets? It's heavy armor, and none of us use heavy armor, do we? Except Baddick, but as we've already established, I guess I'll keep him just to sell him. As we've already established, Baddick does not...
I got it.
He cannot, you know, take off his armor. Why does she have 2 Prison Gauntlets? I don't know. Sometimes we loot, when we loot a body, we also loot a body that's next to the other, the first body, but in this case, it would be highlighted, and it is not. That is most disturbing. Runekeeper, am I having the high-pitched noise again? I accidentally hit my mic, and I would not like to have the high-pitched noise in my stream again. She has a secret second pair of hands. No high-pitched noise. Okay, good. It's another reason as to why I might want to get noise reduction as a full thing, but I don't know, man. Stone here is flagged with small bits of obsidian. One large piece that's out from the wall looks like it could be removed. I got obsidian.
I'd say that's worth a second glance.
I finally did it. I win the game. Only Lanchi can equip it. If Legends Wise, 10 lore and 10% will defense. Plus 10 lore. Isn't that 100 lore? Sure. Let's see, Lanchi. What can you, what do you have here? Parrying. Immunity to poison is something I want, but... We'll give you some parry back. How about it? You get hit the most times out of all of us. Why not have some parry? Merchant's braces. Not really. Did I just take everything? Oh my god. Staff of Hours, huh? Distortion, graze deflection, hit deflection. Wait. This has artifact ability, slowing the sands. Dramatically slow enemies in the target area. These effects scale with the Staff of Hour's renown. Huh. I see. Okay. Oh, I already got it. Okay, I'll keep you in the
This will
second
be
weapon
fun.
set and completely forget about you. Again, just like I always do. Just like I always do. Was this grants nearby allies or wait. Can I actually equip this Steadfast insignia?
I'll just hold on to this.
Oh. Why didn't I do that before? Wait, did I actually just get this? No. It's another dementia moment on stream, fellas. Whatever the case. I'm starting to see why it's taken me so long to beat this game. I take my time, like reading all this, like seeing all this, which is not bad. But man, I'm on a stream. Please hurry up, Rebun. I have a slight suspicion that as soon as I step in here, there's gonna be a huge creature boss thing. I do not wish to fight huge creature boss thing. We got some directives. Wait, let me... Steadfast insignia. Oh, I see. Dauntless. I love Dauntless. Anyways, Sage Torvin. Kardas's armies have been rebuffed for now, but it is only a temporary victory. I have no doubt that we hold these walls a good deal longer, but you must remember that the Overlord aims not to butcher the Citadel's keepers, but to destroy its secrets. Kairos is not omnipotent. Her powers may be known and understood in time, and she rightly fears the knowledge we hoard here. The Silent Archive must be protected. There's no library in the tiers that is its equal. Nothing else matters. Nothing. We may not know the Overlord's plans, but with time and research, we can circumvent any of her designs. I need you to ensure that we will have that time when the moment is right. Focus your efforts on Sage Stayer's theoretical forays into temporal magic, where we were right to deny such dangerous experimentation before, and now is the time in which its risks are justified. Gather the Elder Sages and make your way to the lower chambers. I think the reason why Disco Elysium is so popular to stream, besides being excellent, is the director's cut is fully voice acted, so a lot less time reading, which is exactly the opposite for me. The reason I've been so adamant about not doing Disco Elysium, I'm kind of like doubtful about it, is that voice acting is my thing. Voice acting is my thing. It's what I love, and I'm not gonna disable the brilliant voice acting of Disco Elysium that I got to experience for like the hour that I played. Oh, you motherfucker, you lost your goddamn keys. Don't say anything. Like, you think I'm gonna do justice to that line? I just did not do justice to that line. But it's like, then what do I do? Like, all I would contribute is just like some slight commentary here and there. And sure, that's also my thing, but I'll think about it. I'll still think about it. The thing is, Disco Elysium is long as hell. So. But yeah, Disco is so good. I'm so happy. Yeah, I know. And it makes me mad. But the other thing, again, Disco Elysium is real long from what I've heard. It's like triple this game. And I'm already tripling this game's playtime. You're to remain there until you devise a solution to stay as problem scale. Halting the flow of time in a single chamber won't be sufficient to scour drowns us all in a storm or hurdles this library into the firmament. You must find a way to encase all of the citadel in such a spell should disaster come. Your success is not optional. This library will be a distant memory of Kairos Hazard Way. Should we both survive, I will be happy to congratulate you on your breakthrough. Until then, get to work. Ooh, man. There's some good-ass lore I just read. The altar sits in the middle of a lake of lava, encircled by a ritual braziers. The body of the sages who gave their lives to stop the library's collapse are later allowed to set central pedestal. That's some good lore. I'm gonna say it, like random out of nowhere. That I really like that story element. Them just like entering into the forbidden arcane just to be able to contain this. Okay, it's let's take it out. A nimbus of magical energy surrounds the scroll, which levitates above the central platform. You see characters upon the parchment, but they seem to shift from one language to the next. Amazing! I had suspected there was more to the Silent Archive than a simple bolt. Extraordinary. This scroll must represent thousands of scholarly works. The motion of the characters on the scroll surface slows as you approach, seemingly in response to your presence. Examine the magical aura surrounding the scroll. Also very short for an RPG. I'll still, like... If it happens, I don't think it's gonna happen this year. That's all I'm saying. Like, I make no promises, except that it's not gonna happen this year, most likely. Waves of energy radiate out from the scroll, building up towards the ceiling and fanning out to encompass the cavernous chamber. It appears the Silent Archive is an active participant in some sort of ongoing spell, one that is likely keeping the burning library standing. Removing the scroll would assuredly have disastrous effects upon the active spell. Analyze the active spell. This must be the time stasis spell. Between 25 and 45 hours to beat. That's already longer than this game, dude. This must be the time stasis spell, referenced in Sage Arwell's letter. Judging by the bodies arrayed around the Silent Archive, the mages appear to have been successful in their attempt to halt the destruction of Kairos' edict, though they did not survive the process. The parchment's surface is impossible to read, ever shifting and convoluted. You see characters from Old Verdun written over calligraphy of the Northern Empire, which transform into words used by the nomadic tribes of ancient Azure and then gain into phrases of the common tongue of the Tiers. Still dramatically shorter. Maybe, but touch the scroll. As soon as your hand passes through the cloud encasing it, a violent tremor erupts in the hall. The shaking continues for a few seconds and then vanishes. I have a feeling as soon as we take this scroll, the whole flow of time is gonna make it so we are gonna be buried in here, so... I would proceed cautiously, Fatebinder. Not even these ruins should remain standing after Kairos' edict. I suspect the sages used the Silent Archive in some way to stave off destruction. What are you? As you utter the question, the scroll surface is suddenly wiped clear. After a moment, words begin to form on the page. Indeed, the Silent Archive is meant to be the final source of knowledge. Every text we have magically transcribed bubbles beneath its surface, waiting to be called forth. Fistcraft Gainer, a sage archival methodologies, volume 8. Oh, that's cool. Paintbinder, should this be true, the Silent Archive would be worth more than some of the old realms. The passage fades away only to be replaced by another. The Silent Archive is the 100-year endeavor of the School of Quill and Ink. As one of its creators and guardians, I have ensured that its knowledge may only be accessed by the sages of my order, and only those specifically charged with such a weighty responsibility. The Silent Archive is thus a glittering jewel that only a few may see. Should the artifact fall into outsider hands, I expect that less than 1 in 100 of its secrets will be revealed in the span of a lifetime. You seem awfully confident that the library won't collapse and bury us all. Go for it then. I'm not one to, I'm not one to try to avoid consequences in a game like this, but I'm just checking, you know? I'm just checking. Slow down, that's a load-bearing scroll. Move it and the preservation magic will fizzle. You know what? No. There's gotta be something else around here that I can use. They did say something about... replace it with one of your artifacts. What about the steadfast insignia? Nope. One of your
This will be
artifacts.
fun.
Wait. You wouldn't mean. Nope. It doesn't seem like I can replace it. Is there anything else it would want? Because I already gave it my... I'm not gonna give it There's no way in hell I'm giving Dauntless to this thing, but I guess I can... Yeah, I'm not... I wouldn't do XCOM. My apologies.
This will serve me well.
It has served you well. What are you talking about?
I got it.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of turn-based combat. I have played games with turn-based combat. I have enjoyed games with turn-based combat. I am an incredibly big fan of Darkest Dungeon, the first one. I haven't been able to play the second one. And, you know, that has turn-based combat, and I actually quite enjoy the turn-based combat. It's just that I'm gonna have like a starting negative bias to it. Darkest Dungeon does rule, dude. I'm gonna have like my first impression of turn-based combat is naturally gonna be negative. I mean, it was negative for a while in Darkest Dungeon. I was so mad, then I just got good. I just learned how to play the game, and then it was so fun. But even then, I don't think XCOM is the type of game I would personally go for. I wouldn't, yeah, I don't think it's the type of game I would go for. Turn-based combat or not. You know what I never played, now that I think about it? I was watching Minnie play Frostpunk. And I was like, oh, you know, I haven't played City Builders, really. I could do that. Especially Frostpunk, because it seems to have some survival elements. And are you so eager to bring the library down on our heads that you would pull out the only linchpin? So be it. I guess it's just telling me when you do this, there's no coming back.
You're making things worse. Stop making things worse.
Pizza time, let's get out. Let's get out. There are games I do own but haven't played, but as I... and you know, I have plans for games. I have a huge list. I just don't, I just reveal them like I always do. 3 games at a time. And right now in this cycle, it's Crash Bandicoot, No More Heroes 2, and Titanfall 2. Nothing else to it. I pride myself on surviving close calls, but I'd appreciate a fucking heads up next time. Is the edict through, or did we forget something inside? Because I'm not going back there. The air surrounding you begins to thin, and the smell of embers begins to diminish. The clouds of smoke slowly dissipate, I guess, revealing the sky beyond them. Yes, Titanfall 2 is gonna be in this cycle. Hey, what's that? 3rd, 4th edict? Do you like giant robots? Yes, I do like giant robots. You feel a powerful pulse of warm energy burst from the silent archive. Sound disappears into a deafening silence, your vision blurs, and you are overcome by a dizziness that nearly knocks you off your feet. As quickly as it hits you, the feeling passes. The air around you begins to settle, and the particles of fire and ash that moments ago stung your eyes dissipate with a chilly gust. With the silent archive removed from the burning library, the Edict of Fire is extinguished and its warmth feels pulled into your very chest. So much knowledge turned to smoke and ash. Ending the edict can undo the damage, but perhaps now this place can be rebuilt. I hope future scholars can unearth whatever remaining books and scrolls are still buried within. Looking at the art of the tabletop RPG lads. Oh, you lost me there. You lost me. No, I'm looking at the art. I know. It's just the art. Sure, I'll check it. You know what? I'll open it just for you. I'll open it in a Chrome tab right now, just so I don't forget to look at it. Lancer. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright. Anyways. I do love watching someone's hard work unravel like an old sweater. If you ever meet Kairos, ask how long it took to draft the Edict of Fire. The sages had better shape up and share their knowledge this time. Hoarding it got them here, and I hate to think that history might repeat itself. The shape and intensity of the fire sleep in your mind. The details of the mighty incantation, the wording, the magical logic of the flames, all are seared into your mind with perfect recall. The Edict of Fire is now a part of you. Alright. Isn't that all of the edicts in this world done? I also forgot Merrick's voice. Thank you for your assistance. I can finish anything else in the library that requires the disfavored's attention while you return to Graven Ash. I will send them my full report as soon as I'm able. Should you need any assistance in the future, you have but to ask. Wait, Medic, no, wait, Medic. Stop. Don't leave. Come back. Money. Thank you for assisting. No, but you uncovered the Edict of Fire. Did I get the thing? Return to Magic with the news. It's not letting me return to Magic with the news. It was drawn by the artist behind Kill 6 Billion Demons comic, and you can see the influence in the weird and more eldritch Evangelion-inspired mechs the game has. Interesting. Okay, I guess I'll just deal with Graven Ash, and I might do a bit of the fire inside. We'll see, depending on what.
Cat.
Ah, there we go. Jelena, what am I to do with you? Not only did you sell us out to the Scarlet Chorus, but you used our oath-bound connection against us. In all the history of this favored, I'd never heard of a more despicable crime, and even the Scarlet Furies would commit such an atrocity. At the very least, we wouldn't drag the matter out into the open like this. Mac, they were torturing me. I had no choice. You could have endured by drawing strength from our bond. We would have found you eventually. Madigan sounded his brow. Fatebinder, I'm grateful that you returned my unit, but I have another problem. Jelena, while I'm sympathetic to the fact that she suffered at the hands of the Chorus, I can't pretend that she didn't betray us. Neither can the rest of my scouts. You have a way with justice and law. Would you mind adjudicating the matter? I would like to hear what Jelena has to say. Thank you for the opportunity, Fatebinder. I knew that I couldn't endure the Chorus interrogation forever. No one short of Ash has the fortitude for it. You're hardly qualified to judge. Let her talk. I made as if to break under the pressure and surrendered the location of 2 scouts. They were both cut off from the rest, and their location wouldn't have given anyone away. Even so, I was saving my strength to send a warning that would alert the rest of you about the Chorus movements, even to those I betrayed. I don't say that to excuse my actions, just to offer some context. The fallen scouts may haunt me for the rest of my days, but Merrick and the others may live richer, full lives on their behalf. Does this change anything for you, Merrick? I must admit that I had not considered this interpretation of events. Jelena caused the deaths of some, but only for the sake of sparing others. When you frame it that way, she did indeed rely on the strength of her brethren, and there's no action more disfavored than that. Fatebinder, I retract my request for a ruling. No judgment is necessary. Jelena is free and welcome to rejoin her unit. Jelena, pack your things and get ready to move out. Thank you, Marek. And you too, Fatebinder. I bow to strengthen the disfavored through loyalty indeed. Okay, I'm happy that we got a nice, neat little ending for that. Hey, what about my money, though? It's fine. He was merciful. Yeah, disfavored, like, are not that bad, really. When it comes to their own. Disfavored have, like, I've noticed the Scarlet Chorus and the Disfavored are sort of quantity versus quality type of deal. The reason the Scarlet Chorus gets so many members is because anyone that like gets defeated by the Scarlet Chorus, no matter what their skill, no matter what like their background, whatever, they just like get in or die, and they just keep getting people like that. They just keep getting people. While the Disfavored, more like a family sort of bond, which is made, which is reinforced by Graven Ash's protection. But they don't just recruit anyone. They like get skilled warriors and stuff, and they don't want anyone that the Scarlet Chorus would accept. Anyways, I guess we gotta talk to Graven Ash. Yeah, they're all about absolute loyalty, which is why I really like the Disfavored a lot. I really like them. And like the lore sort of way. Again, the lore for this game is really good. I'm liking all the details. I'm really into this, which is, you know, I tend to be into lore and background, but not as much as I've been for this, which should say a lot. Why am I in Sentinel Stand? I want to go to the Forge, Iron Hearth. There's right. The scene is always at great writers. Yeah, who won the lottery, baby? Me, woo! And I just shoot him with a shotgun. That's the greatest Obsidian writing right there. I love you, New Vegas. I need to replay you for like the 3rd time. Where are you, Santa Claus? I don't see you. If Alpha Protocol was a barely playable buggy mess, I would recommend it. Funny you should say that. Alpha Protocol is on my wishlist on Steam, and I don't remember why. You might have actually recommended it to me. And when you said buggy mess, I would have been like, mate, one of my favorite games is the first Deus Ex. Okay, Deus Ex wasn't as buggy as it was more like janky. There's a difference. Anyways. Disturbing news arrived at Iron Hearth regarding your conduct at the Burning Library. I will let your report speak for itself, but let it be known that I have misgivings. Ash wears the ends of his beard and looks to you with an air of expectation. First things first. The Edict of Fire. It is truly over then. What is left of the library burns no more. That is a great relief. Seldom is an edict meant to last for long, and the implications of the Edict of Fire have always troubled me. I have stayed up nights wondering if the flame of Kaiser's wrath might spread out from the library and consume the whole of the tears, but that is ridiculous. The Overlord would never allow such a fate to befall us. Right? Thank you for putting an old man's fears to rest. My efforts were successful. Then the Scarlet Chorus have been ousted from the contested lands and the forbidden knowledge wrenched from their grasp. Tell me more. About as janky as Deus Ex 1. About as buggy as New Vegas 1 launch day. Oh yeah, that sounds bad. And New Vegas is buggy even after launch. Like so many years after launch, it's still kind of buggy sometimes. I cannot imagine launch day New Vegas. I've heard about launch day Skyrim, and that game, you know, had some time. The thing about New Vegas is it was rushed to shit. So it really makes you think. Yep, Merrick as well, and in the contested lands. Good. He can help maintain the peace and ensure that the wisdom of the sages falls into no undeserving hands. Anything else? I kill the censor. Tears would not miss another louse of her or her brood of vermin, neither will I. Good work. Anything else? No, sir. Nothing. No. Where's the fourth option? Where's the nothing else to report, sir? Sir, where's the... Now imagine Rushton with no budget because they got one to the class leash. Okay, fine. I have the silent archive. You... Fatebinder, I task you with keeping the archive away from prying eyes, not claiming it yourself. Surely you can't help but recognize this as a breach of Kaiser's law. No. Turin said it was chill. Turin said it was cool. If that is the adjudicator's will, then I trust that it must be so. Only take care with that document. An entire guild could scarcely control its powers. Be sure you don't take too much upon yourself. Anything else? That's all? Our advantage against our enemies grows, and we cannot miss an opportunity to strike a decisive victory against the Archon of Secrets. You have been an asset of unsurpassed value, but there is more still to be done. Now that we have 2 regions under our control, the disfavored presence is felt almost throughout all of the tiers. This is as strong as we've ever been. Ash gives you a determined nod, but there's something behind it that takes you by surprise. You notice it's gone pale, his eyes unfocused. The Archon shakes his head and collects himself. When he shifts his attention to you, you catch a momentary confusion reflected in his gaze, as if he's trying to account for the last several seconds. Uh-oh, is Grandpa getting dementia? I saw that look plenty of times on the family farm. It's never a good sign. Someone is getting ready to be put out to pasture. General, we await your orders at your leisure. Barrick tips his head at the Archon with concern. The time has come for us to gather and descend upon the Stone Sea, where the voices of Nerat and his gangs have dug their miserable warren. Once we've dealt with the Archon, I plan to melt down his twisted helmet and drop it in the deepest ocean. First, we have to secure a base in the region. That will give us a position of strength to rally our fighters and take the war to the Archon's doorstep. We might be closer to the end than I thought. Huh. Are you ready? You truly think you could defeat the Archon of Secrets? Do you doubt it? I'm not naive to the Archon's power. The voices of Nerat uses madness to cloak his brilliance, but never mistake it. He is mad. Cold tactics and a logical approach will always win out against the likes of him. You look pale, Ash. Anything I could do to assist? If I look weary, it's because that damnable Archon of Secrets has vexed me for too long by far. We are better rid of him, and I won't have you wasting time on issues that don't concern you. He takes several deep breaths and regards you with intensity you haven't seen before. I'm ready. Where do I start? I sent an advance unit of disfavored forces into the Stone Sea. He's definitely hiding something. I think he, like, all of this, the protection he does, I think it's that and, like, the whole situation with the child and stuff, it's just, like, starting to tax him mentally, and I do not blame him. Dude has been doing this for years. And, like, basically taking on the part of the pain and anguish of every single one of his soldiers cannot be healthy. I sent an advance unit of disfavored forces into the Stone Sea, but the Scarlet Chorus presence in the region has them threatened in the location called the Howling Rock. I dispatched a support unit to assist, which you can find at Jagged Maw Shrine. They will need your help clearing a path to Howling Rock. What can I expect to find there? Since the region of Azure fell to ruin, the population of wild beastmen has expanded significantly. No doubt the Scarlet Chorus have used this to their advantage and seek to conscript as many of the brutes into their maw as possible. The city of Halfgate is the last bastion of stability, though of course it's held by the Scarlet Chorus now. Where does the support unit need my help? A tribe of beastmen occupies the region, and they aren't quick to tolerate a human element in what they imagine to be their territory. They are no concern of mine, so could cut down as many as you see fit to complete the mission. Carve yourself in their skins for all that I care. Just get my soldiers through. Beasts are more than capable fighters, and they ripped more than one of our countrymen to shreds during the conquest. Ash has no love lost for their kind. My Earthshakers have a plan to blight the land, starving the Scarlet Cores in their home territory, offer them any help they need, and see my will dawn upon the voices of Nerat. We are nearly at the end. I can feel the Archon's doom ahead of us, like the peace at the end of Slaughter. I don't think I'm gonna end this stream, like, this game next stream, but I definitely feel like I'm close. Real quick. Yeah. Probably in February. Maybe. I think so. I think we could finally be at the end of this. Did you know this is like my... I'm pretty sure this is my second longest stream series in... I got a tune-in message. I hope he didn't find out that I snitched on him. You are to report to the Bastard City at once. Oh shit, yeah, yeah. I'm going. The archive, did you find it? Is it safe? If you did Yakuza, you could have an even longer one. Unfortunately for you, pal, I've done Zero Kiwami and Kiwami 2. So, you know, that's as far as my technology will go. I will not be able to play and stream anything further than that. Seems to possess more than a passing familiarity with the Silent Archive. I thought it was something as secret. Tell me what you know of it, and I can provide you with its whereabouts. Too bad I didn't get to talk to Graven Ash about the this letter I found. Graven Ash was the intended recipient. But I guess it's an old letter, so maybe it's just, there's no point to it. Actually, oh wow, I didn't notice. I must be blind, but... encounter the Blade Grave. You cross paths with a trio of tearsmen, clad in the ragged remnants of noble finery. They appear haggard, hands blemished with dirt, faces sunburned and peeling. The guard has been reduced to 2 men in dented bronze, each sporting Mandeville's invisible exhaustion. With grim stoicism, the woman explains that she, her husband, and sister travel from their home towards the Bastard City to bend the knee to the Archon of Justice and swear eternal fealty to the Overlord's glorious rule. Unfortunately, they've been harried incessantly by highwaymen, Scarlet Cores, raiders alike. Weapons remain sheatheded, though the woman watches gaze remain the quint exchange nervous glances. Question them. Via brief, largely uncontested interrogation, you learn that these 3 individuals are members of the old aristocracy of Sunder. They traveled to Stalwart after the homeland's destruction, but the Edict Storm has driven them north again. Having lost very nearly everything short of the life, they finally accepted the inevitability of Kara's control of the Tiers, and hoped to find a place within the new order. Sure, let's go. The group is hesitant to accept the terrifying honor of the personal escort of a Fatebinder, but they don't resist your insistence. You lead them to the Bastard City, into the Court of Tunon, Archon of Justice, who presides over 3 nobles as they swear their loyalty and service to the Empire of the Overlord. After a brief ceremony, one of the nobles approaches you and displays their appreciation in the form of a small gift. Sunder Seal. 3 armor, all stolen for 20 seconds. Immunity to petrified for 20 seconds. Ah... Steals armor, huh? Could be an interesting thing. Well, we were going to the Bastard City anyway, so... Yeah, for now, I'm gonna check my playlist again, but I believe this is the second longest series of streams I had, with the longest one being Rainworld. Naturally, it's like 16 streams of Rainworld. It's disgusting. Excellent, we await your return. You have me under Mark's blade. I possess only scraps regarding the archive, fragments gleaned from oblique references across the Dawson text. The sages sought a way to preserve all knowledge they collected, yet have it easily accessible to those they felt worthy of the secret. The thing about Rainworld is that I played like 3 different story modes of Rainworld, so it was pretty long. I have found no reliable reference to what solution they eventually settled on, but there certainly exists indication that they implemented something. Several documents intercepted over the years, some as recently as the Conquest of the Tears, make reference to sages vetting their discoveries to the Vellum Citadel, as tribute to be paid to the Silent Archive. The manner in which they wrote of it, I half expect you to tell me that the archive is a living person, some sage volunteer kept it alive, or else in a state very lifelike, through the guild's art of preservation and healing, their mind forcefully filled to its borders with every stroke of ink set to parchment, compelled through sigils with domination to reveal what they know to those vetting secret signs. I enter the realm of speculation, I fear, for we have exhausted what little evidence I have. Keep me in suspense no longer even. What became of the archive? You know what? Sure. Now, I'll tell you, I saved the archive. There you go. You better not snitch, Rogalus. It's, Rogalus is over here, right? No, that's Kalia. Yeah. You better not snitch, you bastard. Anyways, Tunon, my good fella, my good man. How
You
you...
return as summoned, despite the weight of responsibility on your shoulders. The court appreciates your devotion to our good work.
My homie Tunon.
It should come as no surprise that your activities are closely monitored. As an extension of Kairos' law in the frontier, your progress is a topic of some interest. I sent you on a mission to bring order to the chaos of this civil war. Not enough time has passed for me to expect any significant progress, but I am curious about your findings all the same. I want to make sure your time outside the court's shadow is being used effectively.
Oh my god, I just realized he's a reskin of Ronan the Accuser. Pay me no mind.
I understand that you've made a name for yourself in the ranks of the disfavored. Good. With the confidence of his soldiers, you should have no trouble rooting out corruption or chaos in Graven Ash's elite
Oh, no.
region.
He is very Ronan the Accuser-ish. You know, like his robes, like the head thingy, the floating, the big-ass hammer, the obsession with justice. No, it's fine. I'm happy to be an asset to Kairos' force and to pull chaos out.
That is all this court has ever demanded of you. You do well to recall your duties.
Aw,
with such
Tunon.
exacting precision.
You're such a pal.
You have spent some time on your own recognizance. The efforts of our military and the challenges they face should be no mystery to you. Tell me, are you any closer to determining which of the Archons is at fault for the troubles of this campaign?
You know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna take third option this time. I'm just gonna say the Voices of Nerat, because I want to get... Look, even if it's not, my objective right now is to get rid of the Voices of Nerat, so I might as well put it in my favor.
Interesting. On what grounds do you make this claim?
Well, just look at him. He's terrifying. Fatebinder, you make a pretty good point. Under the Voices' orders, Harkian Bronze smuggled iron weapons to the Vending Guard.
Material evidence is hallowed to the court. I respect your diligence in collecting it, Fatebinder. You bring hope to my ambitions of bringing order to this divisive campaign. Be sure that you remember this and any other evidence you identify when you are called upon to present your findings in a more formal manner. I look forward to receiving your full report. I will summon you again at the appropriate time. If there's nothing further, you're dismissed.
See ya, Tutor, my pal. Always love chatting with you. I'm gonna chat with my fellas.
It is rare enough that anyone has the opportunity to proclaim an edict, much less break one. How are you holding up, Fatebinder?
To be honest, my head hurts.
That is to be expected. I am no expert in arcane matters, but I understand that the will and commitment needed to shatter Kairos' magic are not resources in abundance. Take care that you don't exhaust yourself and become worthless to the war effort.
Barrick looks you up and down with appraisal, keeping any conclusions to himself.
What can I do for you?
We'll talk later. I just want to get those.
That's twice now. By Kairos' icy nethers, twice! Edicts have been broken before, but never in all my many years have I heard of one person doing it twice.
Maybe later I'll slay an arc and still plan my day. Yep.
I think that's a jest. But others will see your actions and assume you're capable.
Oh, I'm not joshing,
Especially
dude.
slaying
I'm not
an arc.
joshing. I'm gonna kill that helm mother. You've carved out. Why are you not boys first? Do they just not pay you enough? You've carved out a real knack for yourself by breaking the Overlord's edicts left and right. Whatever tune is paying you for your services, I'd say you're due for a raise. How does it feel? Not only have you given voice to the Overlord's will, but you're breaking curse and magic left and right. I'm only serving the interest of the mission. Sticking to your priorities is a good way to stay alive, but I wonder if you should be more reckless. I never got anywhere by playing it safe. I'm here if you need me, but I don't have a mind for arcane wisdom. I'll do whatever I can to get our little gang through this war, and if it ever looks like its strength is flagging, I'll put you out of your misery and take control. Cheer up.
What do you need?
I would like to discuss your apparent connection with Barrick.
You've just got to know, don't you? I suppose there's no point in hiding it. Barrick and I are siblings. We share a father, if little else.
I think I just received psychic damage. What? What?
I try not to think too much about some northern merchant dropping anchor in my mother's port, but it happened. And the fortunate result stands proudly before you.
How did you two become aware of this?
There were a lot of lazy days during the conquest, and among other things, I spent my off hours using messenger birds as target practice. You should have seen Ash's anger when he heard that was going on. One day, I snagged a bird that flew from the hands of a proud northern daddy. The missive was about the goings-on at the family farm. I recognized the name and handwriting from a note in my mother's belongings.
I was not expecting this bombshell.
There weren't too many people named Barrick in the army, so tracking him down was no challenge. I cornered him in camp, and we shared a few heated words. Some blackmail, even.
She tried to extort rings from me, and I was having none of it. Not even Graven Ash would think less of me for our father's indiscretion.
I like your confidence, but my ring belt is feeling a little light these days. Maybe you want to take me up on that offer, or I can start whispering in disfavored ears. Think about it.
Do you even like each other?
I've tried to get along with that ironclad knot of repression, but
Wait.
it would seem he's having none of it.
During the Conquest days?
Good riddance, then.
During the Conquest
The
days?
war has tossed us together, but nothing says we have to keep that going.
So you know what Barrick looks like? I must know.
The most we do for each other is try not to get the other one killed, which is more than you can say for most disfavored in Scarlet Chorus.
How has this affected you, Barrick?
Well, Verse has a nasty habit of jabbering in my ear and making this war intolerable. I plan on parting ways and returning to the north at first convenience. My father will answer for his infidelity.
I need to know. I need to rewatch their meeting in my streams. I need to see that and see if there was some foreshadowing of this.
Beyond that, I am happy to consider myself in every way unaffected. My superiors once accused me of having an impulsive streak, but I have worked to suppress it at every turn.
When you go back home, send Father my fondest greetings and thanks. If he hadn't gone to ground on my mother's dry dock, I might not be here today.
My heritage was a point of pride and distinction before I met you, Verse. Not that you would care.
Have you noticed any significant impact, Verse?
I've asked myself about that several times, but unfortunately I don't have what you'd call a definitive answer. The Northerners put a lot of meaning behind family and blood. Seems arbitrary to me, but I don't want to discredit it entirely. There have been times when I acted strangely on the battlefield and could find no reason why, or gotten distracted and had thoughts I couldn't explain. I suppose there's no telling for sure, but if I had to guess... yeah. Sometimes I get messed up in my head, and learning I had a brother has helped me understand that better.
Let me ask about something else.
What do you need?
No, that's it. Varric?
My Lord Binder, you have something which requires my attention?
Oh, thank you.
What can I
Varric.
do for you?
Have either of you noticed that you fight particularly well
The
together?
thought has crossed my mind from time to time.
No, I've
The
seen
big
this one.
guy here is as useless as an empty scabbard without his phalanx.
Oh, but now we have the new
I'm
dialogue
not
here.
fast enough to compensate for it. And it's nice having a living wall of rusted iron I can use for cover.
Do you think this is because of your shared
If
heritage?
you want to attach some arcane meaning to the whole thing, be my guest. I couldn't tell you for sure. I doubt that a capable tactician
Now I
could
see it that
explain
way,
why
Runekeeper.
certain
Now I
soldiers
see it
learn to
as that
rely
way.
on each
Now
other.
I see it as that.
In the disfavored ranks, the Oathbound seem to know more about synchronizing their efforts, and the same could be argued for the Scarlet Furies. I don't know how they pair up their units, but it isn't by virtue of blood.
How do you think this is possible?
I would suggest that our fighting styles complement each other, but they do not. I would suggest that we get along, but we do not. We don't even finish each other's
Sentences. Okay, that was strange. Did you hear that? The next time I catch a whiff of Barrick's meaning, I'm keeping my mouth shut.
I know it sounded a little bit unnatural because, you know, that's how the dialogue unfortunately works in here, but I do see what they how it would be. Enough, let's be off. Alright, I'm going to move and then I'm going to leave. I'm going to move simply because I want to see if I get a response to from Rogalus, even though actually I'm right here, Rogalus. Don't you want to talk about it? Nope. See ya. We even finish each other's sandwiches. Okay, so I'm gonna move. I'm gonna get the Rogalus missive, and then I'm gonna end the stream because it's been a long day, and I want to stop. Right, so I do need to go to the Jagged Maw Shrine. I'm actually gonna start the Verse quest, which I believe is here in Merchant Crossroads. Right. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. That is unfortunate. Rarely in my life have I experienced relief to the extent that your missive inspired. No other action you have taken to this point, incredible as many of them have been, have impressed me so thoroughly. The vagueness of the better uses of which you spoke could concern one with less faith in your judgment. Once the Civil War concludes, you and I shall have to study the archive thoroughly so as to determine what aspects of it can be saved and which must be purged under the law. Alright. Okay, it's time to stop. Yeah, I'm going to save in the same place again. Look at that. Look at this. We've done it. You see that? We, in this stream, have broken the 20 hours. and the game is still going. I want a refund. This was not what I was promised. Whatever. Yeah, it's so close, we can almost taste it. Yep. I think I'm gonna finish, whatchamacallit, I'm gonna finish, that verse quest of her sisters. And then I'm going to, like, go all the way to the end. And that's gonna be it. Anyways, I am going to... Good thing you didn't go for pillars if this is... Yeah. Yeah, it's not like game... Like, I don't mind long games, but for stream, yes. Yes, I do mind games being long. Anyways, that's all for the night. I will see you guys tomorrow when I'll be doing some Roguelite Night. I still have not decided what I'm gonna do for Roguelite Night, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna spin a wheel, or I'm gonna flip 3 coins, and that's gonna be it, because otherwise I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Anyways, I shall see you fellas tomorrow. Oh, before I forget, Rack is playing ahead in time, so we're gonna raid Rack. I'm sorry, Runkeeper. You're gonna have to interact with your family. Truly, fate worse than death. It's fine. Anyways, classic Rebun raid message is just raid, no caps, a single period. And yeah, I'll see you. Man, that bastard is so annoying. I'll see you tomorrow with some Roguelite Night. Bye bye.